What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show, and today I want to talk with you guys about Mike the Situation Sorrentino from the Jersey Shore just recently going to prison. For those of you who may be living under a rock and not familiar with this guy's situation, he's a big-time star from the TV show on MTV, The Jersey Shore, a show that I used to watch quite frequently when I was younger. Shout out to Snooki. And it would be this guy, Mike the Situation, from that reality TV show facing federal tax evasion charges. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, you got to pay them taxes, and people ain't playing no games when it comes to the IRS and them receiving your money. Or I guess, money that you owe them. All of these troubles would first begin for Mike the Situation back between like 2015 and 2017, dealing with income that he made between 2010 and 2012, where he made like $9 million. I did not know that reality TV be paying that good. Hey, yo, Cody, holler at Hollywood for us. We're trying to get a reality show. After Prison Show trying to see $9 million? I mean, we ain't seeing nowhere even in the, we ain't nowhere near that. But damn, that's a lot of money to be making in just 2 years. Now, folks, I have been learning quite a bit about taxes myself, so this story not only really interests me, and I also like Mike the Situation as well. I want to put that out there first and foremost also. But this is also some really scary stuff to be thinking about. If you don't file them taxes correctly, and I mean correctly, you better be sure to dot your T's and cross your I's. Wait, it is a scary thing to think about, that everything could be going so well for you and then all of a sudden, boom, tax evasion, or what they're charging you with. Now, I'm not exactly sure if Mike the Situation was like a willing participant in this. This is what he was actually trying to do. There is the potential that that is the case. When you think about making a substantial amount of money, once you get up into a certain tax bracket, we're talking anywhere between like 26% upwards of 33% that you got to pay in taxes. Think about that. 33% of $1 million. We're talking like a grand whopping $330,000 you're gonna have to pay back in taxes. And that's a lot of damn money. Now, also during all of this as well, let's talk about back between like 2010 and 2012 when Mike the Situation made this almost $9 million. In those 2 years, he was having all sorts of success from his success on the Jersey Shore. And also during this time, it's quite obvious. If you guys saw the TV show that I saw when I used to watch Jersey Shore, don't act like you ain't used to watch Jersey Shore. I like that TV show. This show was like that. And in fact, it was Cody who just told me, and sometimes I be thinking Cody's smarter than Google. But Cody just told me like Jersey Shore made this major comeback and was the best TV show of 2018. That has not been actually verified by us here at After Prison Show. That's just what he told me. So if that's not correct, it's probably got to be at least a really good show. And to be honest with you, I would still be watching Jersey Shore right now. I didn't even know it was still coming on TV. I would still be watching it, but now they got Netflix, and Netflix got way better TV shows. But it was during this time when Mike the Situation was having all of this success that he was also drinking quite a bit as well. And that was the point that I was really trying to make. I completely lost my train of thought. I apologize. The man had a drinking problem. He actually referred to himself as an alcoholic, and he has just recently celebrated 3 years of sobriety. And anybody who's able to overcome any kind of addiction problems in their life, any kind of obstacles, roadblocks, trials, tribulations, things like that, I ain't got nothing but the utmost respect for you. So special shout out to the Situation for being able to overcome in his own life, his own personal situation. Now, but that drinking situation would only be a part of the entire situation, which involves federal charges and also federal prison time. And it would be this whole tax evasion situation. Wow, that's a lot of situations. This Mike Sorrentino just recently turning himself into federal custody to begin serving an 8-month federal prison sentence. And this has sort of become like a thing that I like to do here on After Prison Show, though I hate to see anybody get locked up unless they truly deserve it. I do like to talk about what celebrities in prison are going to be like, or what time is going to be like for celebrities who are getting locked up for whatever reason. And with that, today, I do want to tell you guys what I truly feel Mike the Situation Sorrentino's 8-month out. I just bit the side of I'm bleeding. I do want to tell you guys what I feel Mike the Situation Sorrentino's 8-month federal prison sentence is going to be like. I'm bleeding. Cody, call 911. The first thing that I want to begin with is where exactly Mike will be serving his time at a place called Otisville Federal Correctional Institution up in Otisville, New York. This place is what is referred to as a satellite camp, or as I like to refer, probably the best damn place you could ever serve any time at. Though I have never been to an institution like this before, I have heard that these places don't even have fences around them. This is a place like where Martha Stewart served her time at, and I'm pretty sure there's also some government dude who's about to go serve some time there as well, though I don't deal with any type of politics whatsoever, and I don't even know who it is. Cody was telling me about that as well. So it's pretty safe to say if you ever have to serve any time, this is damn sure a place that you would definitely want to be doing that time at. Otisville Federal Correctional Institute up in New York. And it's pretty easy to understand why he's going to be going to one of these country club type of prisons. I mean, the guy has no prior criminal record whatsoever. And though his federal charges are pretty serious, they're what's referred to as like blue collar crimes. He didn't hurt anybody other than the IRS and also his damn self, which is pretty unfortunate. Now, we've definitely done plenty of these videos in the past talking about celebrities in prison and what their time is going to be like. Some of these guys I've absolutely went in on. But one thing that I want to tell you guys in relation to Mike's situation and how I feel this dude's time is going to be, in my personal opinion, these 8 months he has to serve is going to be an absolute cakewalk. And I'd even go as far as saying that this is pretty much going to be like a vacation for him. A time for him to just sit back, relax, and just think about doing it better in the future, which is exactly what I hope his time is going to be like. This guy is a celebrity out here in the free world, and also inside of prison, he's going to be exactly that as well. He's going to have him some prison fanboys fangirling all over him, and he's going to be flooded. I mean, absolutely flooded with not only commissary visits and phone calls, but also mail. Because he has completely put it out there where he's going to be serving his time at, even putting his full name, inmate number, and address out there for anybody who wants to write to him. And the only problems I could ever see this guy having are when it comes to mail time. When the guard comes up in there with stacks of mail like this, and every prisoner who's locked up in there with him is just hoping that girl done wrote him. Man, look at the guard coming up in here with all that mail though. I know that girl wrote me. I've been waiting 5 years at this satellite camp, country club type of prison for her to write me. We ain't even got no fences. I haven't even ran. I know I got a letter in that stack. That whole stack of mail for the Jersey Shore dude. There could be a little tension, jealousy, or even envy that comes from that situation, that thing right there, mail time. And to be honest with you, boy, I can't even imagine the type of pictures Mike about to get. You know, one of my hustles while I was locked up was selling the flicks, selling those naked pictures of them women the dudes was paying all sorts of money for, the prison porn pics. Boy, I swear, I know Mike about to be getting all sorts of photographs. However, there are some certain stipulations pertaining to exactly that. The mail, phone call, visits, and also emails that could pose a potential situation for Mike the situation. Because you see, folks, federal prison is a whole lot different than state prison. They got some rules in federal prison that they damn sure ain't got in the state prison. And it almost makes state prison just a little bit better than the federal system, though the federal system definitely has some things going for it that are better than the state system, such as satellite camps and country clubs, like where old Mike the situation is at right now. And some of those things that aren't so good in the federal system are certain caps on certain things that they definitely don't got in the state system. Caps on your commissary allowance per month. You can only spend like $320 a month at commissary in the feds, whereas in the state, you can spend upwards of $100 per store day, and some places are going to the store every single week, others are only going every 2 weeks, and others are only going whenever they're not on lockdown because they're like hell on earth, gang wars 24/7. Some of those type of prisons just like that, they don't never go to the store because they are always locked down. So Mike's only able to spend $320 a month, which if we break that down into 4 weeks, that's like, I'm just gonna guess, maybe like $70, $75 a week. A little bit more than that, actually. I'm actually right there in the wheelhouse, because 75 plus 75 is 150. 150 plus 150, that's $300. Boy, Joe, you're getting better at this math thing. You're thinking on the fly. But trust me when I tell you, a prisoner can survive pretty comfortably off of $75 a week. If you're spending $75 a week at the store, you're flexing in there. You are straight stunting like your daddy. You're doing good in prison, and you're eating well. There's also a pretty good chance that you very rarely will ever have to go to the chow hall spending $75 a week. Not only do they got a cap on the commissary allowance, they also have a cap on the phone calls. In federal prison, you can only have 300 minutes a month of phone time. And think about this as well. A phone call is 15 minutes. How many times is 15 going to 300? Probably like 20 times. That's 20 phone calls a month, maybe. That's crazy. In the state system, you can make phone calls all day long. So long as that phone's on, so long as you got money on that phone, and so long as Jody's not over there with your old lady, because then you just ain't, yo, I've been calling all day. Why ain't you picked up the phone? You ain't heard the phone ringing. You was outside cutting grass. We got a gravel driveway. We ain't got no grass. Now, one thing that I'm not sure of is if there is a cap on the amount of mail that he can receive. I don't honestly know if there is. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. I hope there's not. Because with the fact that there are a lot of people who like this dude, I can imagine he's going to be getting all sorts of mail. And I hope that he gets that. I hope he gets that. He's able to interact with people, and it's a good way for him to be able to pass his time. But again, it definitely wouldn't surprise me if there was a cap on the amount of letters he was able to receive. But not only is it physical mail, handwritten letters on paper with a pen, an envelope, a stamp, and also a naked picture inside of it, the man can also receive emails. However, there most certainly is a cap on that. In the federal system, you can only have 30 names on your email contacts. And that is actually something that's similar to the state system, because I do know that there is a cap on the amount of people that you can email there as well. And in the state, I think it's only like 15. So with that one particular thing, the email, the federal system might actually be a little bit better. When it comes to visitation, I'm pretty sure he can have visits on both Saturday and Sunday, and also on special holidays and special visit days. And I know his visits are going to be booked up the entire time. I'm not exactly sure how long the visits are at this place where he's serving this time at, but I do know that the visiting hours are between 8 and 2:45 in the afternoon. And you know, in the state system, if the visiting room ain't filled up, you can have a visit in there all day long, so long as you got the right guard up in there. I truly feel like Mike the Situation Sorrentino's time is going to breeze on by, and I hope that he's able to come back out here and do amazing things out here in the world. This man has a huge fan base. He's celebrating 3 years of sobriety, and he's going to be fresh out after serving 8 months at a country club, probably with all sorts of ideas of things that he's hoping to pursue in his future. Who knows? By the time Mike gets out, After Prison Show going to be super big time by then. And I'm hoping I can do a sit-down 2020 Dan Rathers type of Susan Sarandon interview. Is it Susan Sarandon? Susan Sanchez? Susan Sutherland? Kiefer Sutherland? Some type of professional interview with Mike the Situation Sorrentino. Are we recording? Are we recording? Oh, we are? Mike, pleasure to have you on After Prison Show. You just completed an 8-month prison sentence. How are you feeling? That may have been just a tad bit cringe, but forgive me and understand. I was going to do some Mike the Situation Sorrentino impressions. I've decided against them. I was going to do those completely Ray Liotta as well, like from the Chantix commercial. I'm Ray Liotta. You may know me from the movie Goodfellas. I went from Goodfellas to Chantix commercials, and bada bing, bada boom. I don't know what happened. My Ray Liotta is off today, and I do have a lot of respect for Mike the Situation, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about it. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace!